Up guys, and this is a new TI video or whatever. Um so this one basically goes along the lines of how not to get caught in the bandwagon mentality, the echo chamber mentality, because it's a dangerous mentality to have. And basically what an echo chamber is where one person's thoughts get, you know, echoed throughout the room, and everyone has those same opinions that the person has. And why this is dangerous is you already know why. This is the shit that could cause a lot of problems. I'm not gonna say what those problems are. You know what? If a whole bunch of people with the same mindset get together and they don't have clashing opinions, they all have the same collective opinion. You already know how that ends. You don't need to do enough research on that. I mean, that's something that you really don't need to research at all. It's just one of those things where, well, yeah, you already know where that's gonna end. So, a lot of people could have the same opinions. I think you can agree with their opinions, but don't just have the same concrete opinion founded on, just going along to get along. Don't have those. Don't just fall for that trap. You don't have to have the same opinion as the person next to you. You really don't need to do that. I mean, unless they have a gun to your head, then I don't see why you would need to go along with that. And if they do, it's usually because, and I don't mean like literally, but metaphorically. If they do have a gun in your head, then it's like, um, well, just don't go along with it. Like, because in the short term, you're going along to get along, right? The short term of it is that you'll get along, but as things go on, there'll be some like infighting or whatever and such happening, because everyone doesn't want to have the same opinion. Everyone wants to have their own, and even if it's not, usually what it is people having their own spin on the opinion that you have. Like, people naturally don't want to have the same opinion, so some people will give it a little spin, or like try to make it their own concrete, well, not concrete, but their own opinion. And instead of just listening to what the other person's opinion, because if there's a person with opinion that they agree with, they usually want to have an opinion, and it's usually the same as theirs, but they also want to have their same opinion, like their own original opinion. So that's the reason why I'm saying that. Like, just it's because it's human nature. That's why. So it's like everyone wants to have their own input on a certain topic. So that's why people will, it's like different preparations of food. They just want to prepare their own type of opinion and see if it cooks or not. I don't know. Yeah, but that's just usually what goes on. But have your own opinion. Don't fall down these rabbit holes, because the targeted individual thing is a rabbit hole. It's not. It is. You can find some good knowledge out of it, but it's not ultimately. It's just another rabbit hole to fall into at this point. Right? You're not finding any people out here that are just gonna be like on your side or anything like that. There's not gonna be any, like, by on your side, I mean, like, there's not gonna be people that are really on your side, so to speak. Like, they're disinfo, they're misdirection and stuff like that. So it's just gonna be one of those things where it's like, but they'll give you. It's like when those movies say, um, like, you see a movie, and then a movie trailer or whatever, and then it's just like, based on a true story. That's what these channels are. They're all based on some semblance of reality, but ultimately they're not. Those people aren't targeted. They're just like pushing the. They're pushing this shit that they're pushing the crazy agenda is what I'm gonna say. That they're all crazy. They don't know what they're talking about, and they can sound coherent as fuck too. That's how they get you too. They sound coherent as fuck, but the things they say when you observe them and analyze the things that they say, it's like, well, are you just going out of your way to make yourself look crazy? So, and it's one of those things. That's why I say that, because they literally are going out of their way to make people look crazy. And it's it's just one of those things though, because it's like you can't make someone look crazy and then well, you can you can make someone look crazy, but you can't control the way that they speak, their emotions, their the way they carry themselves, the way they act, the way they speak. You can't control those things. So you can make them look crazy, but you can't really make them look crazy. Because if they're coherent enough, it's like it's just like, well, no, there's no way this dude can be full of shit because he actually can articulate himself. So, and that's just the reason why. So it's it sucks. Don't fall into these categories of don't bandwagon on people is what I'm trying to say. Because like whenever you see a group of people trying to harass one person, your brain should be like, well, what did this person do? First thing that it should think is, what did this person do? The second thing it should think is like, okay, so what did they get out of doing this in bandwagoning? And the third thing should be, if they are bandwagoning, then what effect does it have on that person? Because, right, this can ruin someone's life or whatever. Like, that's the reason why I don't condone it. Like, always value your own opinion over someone else's opinion. And because you can see, like, you're the only, it's like life is projected from your perspective. So if you don't value your own opinion, I kind of see it as like a weird thing. Like you just only parrot the opinions on of a different person or whatever. um I see it as a weird thing if you don't value your own opinion. And you can have the same opinion as someone else. And that's really why some of this stuff actually happens when you think about it. The bandwagon mentality, because people are scared to give their own opinions on things. So it's like, if someone else hasn't said what you stated, you're kind of like hiding behind them, right? Like they have their opinion and then you agree with it, so it's kind of like you got them as like a human shield or whatever. So it's like, well, if he turns out to be wrong, well, I'm good and I just agree with him. But I'm not gonna give my own opinion on the subject too, cause my opinion is the same as his. So yeah, it's like it's just one of those things, man. It's like it's crazy. So that's all I wanted to say, guys. Maybe longer videos later. I don't know. My targeting has not gotten any better. If you want to think about targeting, then go ahead and think about it. But I'm not worried about it too much. I'm not dealing with that. I don't know how to explain it, but like I'm not too focused on what people were fucking doing to me anymore. I have I have way more worrying concerns to be forced. My bad. I said I don't know what's going on right now. I'm going crazy. I didn't mean to say that though. I promise you.